In the bustling city of San Francisco, Megan Sullivan led a seemingly ordinary life. She worked as a graphic designer at a trendy tech startup and lived in a cozy apartment with her cat, Luna. Megan was content, enjoying the simple pleasures of city life. But everything changed when she started receiving anonymous, unsettling messages. It began with a single note slipped under her door: "I'm watching you." Megan shrugged it off as a prank. But the messages kept coming, each one more personal and invasive. "Nice dress today. I love the way you laughed at the cafe." The stalker knew details about her life that no one else should. Megan reported the incidents to the police, but they were unable to trace the source of the messages. She changed her phone number, updated her security system, and even considered moving. But the stalker was always one step ahead, always watching. One evening, after a particularly stressful day at work, Megan decided to unwind with a hot bath. As she soaked in the tub, her phone buzzed with a new message: "You look so peaceful." Megan's heart pounded as she scanned the room, realizing the stalker was closer than she ever imagined. She called the police, but by the time they arrived, there was no sign of an intruder. Determined to take control of her life, Megan hired a private investigator named Jack Thompson. Jack was a former detective with a knack for solving the unsolvable. He set up surveillance around Megan's apartment and followed her stalker's digital trail. The investigation led them to a dark web forum where users shared tips on stalking and surveillance. Through tireless efforts, Jack managed to trace the IP address of the stalker to a nearby apartment complex. They staked out the building, waiting for a break in the case. Days turned into weeks, and just as Megan's hope began to wane, they spotted a suspicious figure entering the building. Jack and Megan followed the figure to an apartment on the third floor. Jack picked the lock, and they slipped inside, finding the walls covered in photos of Megan. The stalker's obsession was laid bare, a horrifying shrine to his twisted fascination. In the corner of the room, a laptop hummed. Jack quickly accessed it, discovering the stalker's identity: Mark Johnson, a former co-worker of Megan's who had been fired months ago. Mark had been obsessed with Megan, and his fixation had only grown after he lost his job. As they were about to leave, Mark returned. Seeing Megan and Jack in his apartment, he flew into a rage. A tense struggle ensued, with Mark overpowering Megan and pinning her to the ground. Jack managed to subdue Mark just as the police arrived, arresting him and ending the nightmare that had consumed Megan's life. The experience left Megan shaken, but also stronger. She learned to trust her instincts and value her safety above all else. With Jack's help, she took steps to protect her privacy and security, ensuring she would never be a victim again. In the aftermath, Megan found a new sense of purpose. She started a support group for stalking victims, helping others reclaim their lives and find strength in solidarity. Her story became a beacon of hope for those who had faced similar horrors, proving that even in the darkest times, courage and resilience could light the way forward.